Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Richland Center. Ken Manning along with Kirk Lair, a Western Wisconsin video production. And we are up and running here. It's the championship matches, and we are looking at the state place winners in the finals. You know you're going to state. The third place match is a battle to get to state. With me once again, as I mentioned, Kirk Lair. And Kirk, we're up at 106 already.
Yep, and we want to be right on this because this is our young athlete from Westby here who's having a great day so far. He's 2-0 in the day, and he's going against Jaden Gear, going against the young man Aiden Grunfelder, the number 2 ranked wrestler in the state from Pecatonic Argyle. No score, 35 seconds into the match. On the third place match down there, we have Roger Flaggy from Aquinas, the young freshman, taking on another freshman, Cade Birchman from Fenimore.
Well, we'll keep an eye on these matches here, as you mentioned, Kirk. And, of course, you know, the one thing is you made it in the finals, so in one sense the pressure is off. You know you're in the state tournament, but, well, you'd love to go as a champion.
Well, you always want to win, and you can tell even by the way they're going out here. Both these two athletes, neither one of them is satisfied with where they're at right now. They want a championship. And, you know, and especially like we talked about earlier with the new seeding criteria where they tossed in this head-to-head as one of the number one criteria, is it can give you a shot at where you want to be and maybe a first-round bye. By winning that championship. So far, feeling each other out. We're about a minute 30 into it, but it's one of these matches again, Ken, where you can't say there's been no action. You know, they've been really shoot, reshot,
yeah.
shoot. There's a nice single leg shot right here in the last 20 seconds by Grunfelder, and he's going to get it, and he has Greer did a nice job of rolling out of that. But he did give up the takedown. Now a tilt by Greer by Grunfelder on Greer. He's got to stay out of that. Only a few seconds left, and he does. 2-0 score after one period. Down in our other match on the purple mat, right now the black mat's going to remain empty, I think, for a while. We'll see. Maybe they're going to alternate the third place matches back and forth.
I kind of wondered that a little bit. You might be right on that, Kirk.
So we'll see after we get going here a ways. But right now we got a 2-0 score here in the championship and a 0-0 score down there in the third place match. We haven't mentioned this so far today, and it's probably a good time as any to bring it up. Again, similar to our regional tournaments last week, all these matches are still considered a chance for you to advance to the state tournament. So all of them are 6 minutes long. You know, your third place matches are not a minute shorter down there. They're all 6 minutes long at the very least, unless there's a pin or whatever else, or sudden or ties or whatever that go into those things. But there's no 5-minute matches here right now because you still have the chance to advance to a state championship tournament match, and you still can be a state champion.
I think it's kind of a nice way of doing things. I mean, you've wrestled, in practices. You're getting ready for this, so why not give you the full 6?
Grunfelder did get an escape here, as you saw. He is trying to go single leg takedown again, but Jaden Greer is doing a nice job fighting that off. But in the same token, yes, that's what his coach just yelled that out to him. Look where you're at. Or maybe it was the Pecatonic coach, but getting to the point where if you can't advance your position, you're almost better to get out of bounds and get back to getting something that's a little more productive.
Try something a little different. Get yourself in a better position.
And Jane Greer needs some points. That first point's key if you can get on the scoreboard here in the second period.
Yeah. Geyer is how they say that.
Geyer?
Geyer.
Thank you.
Yep, that's okay.
Yep. I thought you might know, but you hadn't corrected me yet, so I thought maybe I was all right. That reminds me of a guy I used to work for. It was spelled kind of that way, but his was a Y in there instead of an I.
Yeah.
Still no action down on the other end. We finally got a score down there. I believe that was Birchman that got on the that was Flaggy got on the scoreboard down there. He leads 2-0 as they're in the last 40 seconds of the second period, and we're in the last 25 of this period. And Geyer still needs that first point. Imagine he'll get choice here in the third period. Gave up that takedown in the last 20 before. Maybe he can get one here in the last 15 for himself. Got a nice rushing in right now. But I think this period's going to wind down. Oh. Nice duck under takedown there by Grunfelder, and now he has a 5-0 lead on Geyer going into the third period. Those are the kind that hurt, Ken.
Yeah, especially, right at the end like that, absolutely, you're right. Our thanks going out to the Zip Stop in, you're going to find him in Westby and 6 other areas, 7 locations. That's Shane Nottestead and his family and crew. We appreciate their support, as well as Western Technical College helping us out, with today's broadcast. And, of course, you'll find them, the Essential Experience, Western Technical College. You'll find them also in Viroqua, Mauston, and other satellite areas as well.
Okay, as Ken mentioned earlier, we got a really nice crowd here today, so you heard that. You did see Geyer get an escape here, but now Grunfelder's in deep, and he has Geyer in a lot of trouble. Going to get 2 for the takedown and 2 for the near fall, and now he's looking for another tilt. And now the young sophomore is starting to show why he has a 47-0 record right now, is that he is a very talented young man. 11-1 now, he opens up that score with a minute to go. Down to the other end there, as you can tell, when you're in a full gym like this sometimes, Ken, you sit amongst, and we're sitting up amongst the Aquinas crowd, and you're going to hear more of that as we go through this round, as they have quite a few wrestlers left in this round.
8-0 your score with a minute to go in that third place match.
Flagey out in front. Now we're going to go to the last 54 seconds. Grunfelder's going to give him another escape. I suppose the young man feels he wants to work on his takedowns. I don't know. But that's all right for Geyer, because this puts you in a spot here where you can maybe go for one of those go for broke throws.
Yep.
And it was the opposite way. It was Grunfelder came in with a nice, I call it a fireman's carry type takedown that he took Geyer right to his back, and now he's got him a lot of trouble there. Going to be another, he's going to hold him there for a while.
Geyer defeated Flagey in the semifinals to get to this championship match, so if things hold as they are, 30 seconds to go over in that third place match, there would not be a wrestleback at 106.
There's where he, right at the end, I believe he's going to push that to a tech fall. 19-2. Aiden Grunfelder keeps that undefeated record intact, and he will move on to the state tournament and represent this area in that weight class. And as Ken said, it's still an 8-0 score there. So we knew that Jaden Geyer was going to go to the state tournament, and he's going to hold that position as the number 2 guy.
Yep, that's what it's going to be here as we look at more of our sponsors. The Westby Co-op Creamery helping us out today. Of course, their convenience store in downtown Westby. Our thanks and congratulations to Jaden Geyer and the Westby Wrestling Club, proud to support today's broadcast and wish Jaden the best of luck next week in Madison. Well, your third place finisher, it will be Flagey of Aquinas. He does pick up that win, a major decision, 9-0 here in this championship matchup.
There are a lot of good reasons to shop the Westby Cooperative Creamery Cheese Store in Westby. Try the all-new sour cream pouch filled with fresh, all-natural sour cream that makes serving a whole lot easier. Just squeeze to put the finishing touches on any meal with no mess. Squeeze on tacos, chili, baked potatoes, you name it. Store it in your fridge for any time or bring it along on camping trips and picnics. Squeezable sour cream pouches are convenient farm-to-table country goodness from Westby Co-op Creamery.
Zip Stop, with 6 convenient locations in the surrounding area: Westby, Genoa, Kendall, Lafarge, Ontario, and Waniwak. take and bake pizzas from the Westby, Lafarge, and Genoa stores. Delicious, hot and ready food, plus perfectly seasoned roasted chicken from those same 3 stores. Food specials coming very soon from Waniwak, Ontario, and the Kendall stores.
There's a spot. It's not marked by an X, and it's not anywhere on a map. It comes from within, and it's defined by you. Where passion meets compassion. Where technology meets application. Where your path finds its way. Western Technical College, where your future is finally clear.
Final matches we were looking forward to. We got number 1 against number 2. This will be Jake Fitzpatrick of Aquinas with a 38-1 record, taking on Brett Birchman, who just dropped down here from 120 pounds to 113. And so this should be one heck of a match going on here between these two wrestlers.
Man, I
one
guess
against
so.
2.
I guess so. And that's going to be, we have a third place match, and you're right, Kirk. They did jump over here to the black mat. Championship match will always be on the orange mat. That's going to be your lower left corner of the screen. We'll keep an eye on that.
We have
go ahead.
Brody Meese going on down there, you're right, and he takes on another Pecatonica Argyle wrestler. Oh, well, you got to come back to our championship match. So
Championship match.
Birchman got an early takedown, and he has Fitzpatrick in a lot of trouble.
He does. He caught that leg and was going with that crossface, kind of a crossface chest crusher type move, and he is going to pick up 2 for the takedown and 2 for the near fall, and a quick 4-0 lead here for Birchman.
Yep.
Meanwhile, 2-1 score over on our third place match with Brody Meese, I should say. He is trailing that score 2-1. Well, Kirk, this is one of those, again, that's just a tremendous weight class, and we're going to see that all the way through. You'd like to think that these guys that wrestle here today and make it down to Madison, you'd like to think that they'll be on the podium somewhere.
Well, right now you have the returning state champion out here from Fitzpatrick and the third place finisher at 126 pounds last year in Brett Birchman.
Yeah, isn't that, that's just nuts. Our thanks going out to a couple more of our sponsors, WCCU, now with 9 locations in Western, Southwestern, and now even over there in that Portage area. So we thank them. The Viroqua Wrestling Club bringing you today's action. We appreciate their support. Wishing all the best co-head coaches in Coach Getter and Coach Zuby. Also the Viroqua Dental Center, Dr. Leanne Klum helping us out today. And again, all the best to the area teams. And another one of those terrific sponsors is Vespach Oil and Propane. Todd, Tina, Eric, and Ryan, be sure to give them a call or stop in as they're at 120 East Decker. Going back to the match here, it's still 4-0. Time is going to run out here in period number 1.
Yep.
And they go to period number 2, the flip of the disc, and it's going to favor green. And interesting here, Kirk Fitzpatrick says neutral right away, no doubt.
No doubt. I guess he just got rode for over a minute the end of that period there.
That would do it.
So that made the decision easy. Bringing up the date on our other match, 3-2 down there in favor of Meese as he came back and took the lead down there. And they're into the second period now with 30 seconds in. I believe they're going takedowns.
And Kirk, for the folks watching here today, the clarification, what was the decision? When are the women's finals going to be? After this, or are they going to sprinkle them in?
I think they're going to wrestle them afterwards.
Oh, okay.
And then they're going to go to any wrestlebacks.
Any wrestlebacks? All right. Well, that makes sense too.
There shouldn't be any wrestlebacks needed in the female side.
Right.
Because they're only taking the championship there.
Yes.
And we got about think you and I will count it up here in a little bit when we get a chance, but out of the 10, 12 weight classes, I believe we only have about 6 or 8 matches.
We saw a pretty good defense there by Birchman as Fitzpatrick had a really nice shot. He was in deep, but Birchman came up over the top and grabbed the ankle and was able to kind of rotate things out, and they went falling out of bounds. Here's a takedown. Nope, they're going to take it away. They're not giving him the takedown. He switched the call, and and that's a good job. That's a good call.
Yep.
People might not like it, but you know what? That was right. There was really no control.
He anticipated the call a little bit, and then when he finally walked around, he saw the leg wasn't trapped.
Yep. So back to the center. They're on their feet here again. 30 seconds remaining in period number 2. Birchman out in front off from that initial takedown and quick back points on Fitzpatrick, the returning state champ.
Brady Meese has increased his lead as they start the third period down there. He's up 6-2 now against the young freshman, Lucas Orloff from Pecatonica, Argyle.
Orloff came into the tournament with a real nice record of 36-9. But you take a look at Brody Meese, 43-10. A couple of fantastic freshmen battling there for third place.
Well, I'd have to say that period didn't work out Fitzpatrick's way because he wasn't able to score.
Exactly.
And now he's going to release him again. He does not feel comfortable on the mat, but now he's going to trail 5-1, so he's going to have 5-0, so he's going to have his score cut out for him. He tries to come in with an overlock and get a big throw here. If he gets it.
I don't know if they gave him the escape, though. They did not.
Oh, they did not.
I didn't think so.
Oh, wow.
He looked like he wanted to do a little double trouble kind of a situation there, but did not.
Now he's going to caution red
Yeah.
because he flinched. He wants to come in with this time he lets him go. He wanted to come in with a Oklahoma lock there.
Yep.
There's a nice heel pick for a takedown.
Wow. Well, he's going to have to do this a couple of times.
Yes,
and,
he is.
He's going to go after it that way. Going to go out in front here and try and.
He's trying to get that real drive through. Remember back when Danny Yost used to wrestle? That was one of his favorite moves.
Yep.
Long classmate of my son's at Lancaster High School. But that's what he was trying to get. Another nice shot, but this time he got overextended. Don't want to miss out on Brody's match. I'm missing quite a bit down there. At least the fans got to see it. He's winning 10-2 down there now.
Well, he's been pretty much in control after that first period. It was like 3-2. And now here Birchman is reaching up over the top once again here, trying to come up with.
That's a good call there. There's really no place for either one of them to go. And that works in Fitzpatrick's favor too because he needs to get free and get active here. 6-2, 53 seconds to go here in this match.
Meese is going to pick up a major decision. He'll go to the state tournament. Now the question is, let's see, Orloff lost to Birchman, so Meese
needs for Fitzpatrick to win.
Yep, if Meese can get, he's going to be a cheerleader here in just a moment. Otherwise, he's going in third place.
He's going in third place. He's going to the state tournament. That's his most important thing.
Yep.
Again, Fitzpatrick getting overextended under there, and he's running out of time too because he needs at least 2 more takedowns.
Yes, and the time is running short, as you mentioned here. Go
ahead.
Our thanks going out with Vernon Electric, Richland Electric, and Scenic Rivers Electric. Hoping you're enjoying today's broadcast. They know how hard that all these wrestlers are working, and they do the same for you in affordable electrical energy. There it is, 6-2 your final, as Fitzpatrick cannot catch up after that first period takedown and near fall. It winds up 6-2. Birchman, your champion.
Vesbach Oil and Propane, located at 120 East Decker in Viroqua. Proud to support today's broadcast of high school wrestling. Be sure to give Todd or Tina a call for all of your fuel needs. 637-2200. Premium farm fuels, gasoline, heating oil, propane, and of course premium diesel fuel. Vestbach Oil and Propane.
Wishing everyone a 2020 Happy New Year from the Viroqua Dental Center. When it comes to your dental care, be sure to contact the Viroqua Dental Center and Dr. Leanne Clown, providing you with the most up-to-date dental care and hygiene information. Your next great smile is just around the corner from the Viroqua Dental Center. The Viroqua Wrestling Club wishes all the best to co-head coaches Rob Zuby and Jared Getter, their staff, and wrestlers. They remind you, January 14th, the Viroqua Youth Wrestling Tournament held in the high school gymnasium. And a big attraction coming up, it's the Cooley Conference Wrestling Meet, February 4th, 2023. So congratulations going out. There will not be a wrestle back at 113 pounds as Fitzpatrick had defeated Brody Meese earlier today, so that will mean no wrestle back. Let's take a look here as we move to 120 pounds. I do want to say thanks to Vernon Communications Cooperative and all the great crew there as we continue to bring you action here on the Twitch and, of course, on Channel 14. Vernon Manor and Vernon Acres. See why you're treated like family at Vernon Manor, and the newest, most recent senior assisted living with Vernon Acres in Viroqua. Kirk, let's take a look at 120.
Round 3 out here. Carey against Nutter. They wrestled in the class championship, and they wrestled in the super regional championship. Carey coming out on top in a close match in the clash. And then last week, Nutter, I would say, kind of opened it up pretty good and beat Carey, I believe, by a 10-2 or somewhere in that neighborhood. Beat him by several points anyway.
He had a couple. He had one. I tell you what, it was a beautiful move. It was kind of a Greco move, coming up with some big points along the way. And then after that, he just kind of rolled along a little bit, it seemed like.
Yep. No secret either one of these. Carey, both of these gentlemen in the state tournament last year, both placing in the state tournament last year.
Wasn't Carey runner-up?
I believe he was. I hate to say those things without pulling out my sheet. And I printed the dang thing and I left it in this folder down here.
Oh, okay, sure. Yeah, it does make. I was thinking that, but
I'm thinking you're right.
And I thought Nutter was. I want to say he was third, but again, that one would be a guess. Our thanks going out to Triggers and Tackle. Thanks to the folks just outside of Cashman Highway 27 when it comes to your Matthew Bowles and accessories. There's the place to go. And then, of course, Old Country Cheese out there. That's Kelly Everhart, an old Richland Center guy. How about that? Out there in Cashton now. Appreciate that support. And Tractor Central, located between Westby and Viroqua, your John Deere dealer, and all those great accessories. Over on mat number 1, the third place match, we got a good one here. These two guys have wrestled each other. This will be round number 3 for them as well, and trying to get to the state tournament. It is going to be Dylan Powell, and he is taking on Alexander Radovich from New Lisbon. Radovich, a junior, Powell, a senior.
As you were saying, scoring at the end of periods as Nutter comes up with a takedown right at the end of the first period and now leads 2-0.
We got a third place match. Looking for a pin, and there it is. Dylan Powell is going to the state tournament. He picks up the pin in 1:23. How about that? 2:23. Check that. 2:23, the pin time for Dylan Powell and the Falcons.
I finally dug out my thing. Last year, you were right, Ken. Kerry was a runner-up in state, and Nutter was number 3.
He was,
both of them at the same weight class, 106 pounds.
Wow. How about that?
So they've seen each other many, many times.
Yeah.
I believe this is how their state tournament run went last year, too. I believe Nutter wrestled the conference. There's a nice move by
Tell
he
you
isn't
what.
totally out yet.
Yeah.
Official waiting. There's the one. 2-1 now. 1:20 to go here in the second period. Don't look away like we did once in a while because something quick will happen in this match.
It will. It's just gonna happen. It almost
Congratulations,
did right there.
though. I don't want to miss that. Like Ken called it down there. Dylan Powell, nice win for him and a pin and a trip to the state tournament as a senior.
You know, here's just a little tidbit of information with him. He will be in the state tournament in 2 sports now. He was an individual runner and cross country, and they made it last year in track. So here he is going to the state tournament as a senior in wrestling. Congratulations again to him.
Did have a warning for stalling there, just so people saw that. That was against Nutter for backing out of bounds. Nice try for an inside trip, but a really nice drop in for a double leg. And still scrambling here, though. Scrambling. Nutter thought he had it for a second. Kerry scrambled out it. And now he's fighting off that attempt for a single leg as Kerry's got a real nice whizzer in. Can he hold that whizzer? Now Nutter tries to elevate. And from here, he's going to try to jam into it. Jams in, but Kerry again does a nice job fighting it off with that fireman's. And there the period's going to end. A good no call. 2-1.
These two guys, I tell you what, the competitive level that we see here is
This
simply
is college wrestling.
It is. It's outstanding.
Yep, it is. It's college wrestling.
And watch them next week.
Nutter goes down to start the third period, 2-1. Both of them looked like at 1 second there that the takedown was going to go their way. First of all for Kerry, and then Nutter came back with a beautiful double leg, kind of almost flopped Kerry right to his back, but then Kerry came out of that, and at the end it was a scramble of nothing. But now it's still Nutter with that 2-1 lead in the down position. So how long can Kerry choose to see if he can get a tilt here, or is he going to let him up and go for that tying takedown? Still trying to tie up arms here. Now he's got it locked in. It's going to be tough to turn Nutter with anything like that, though.
Yeah, they're going to be careful there.
Now he's getting a little high. Nutter's trying to come up with a single leg there. This is going to be who can have the leverage and the balance to get it accomplished. There, nice roll through there. But now the other thing you have to look at for Kerry is now we're inside a minute, and he still hasn't scored in this period. And I think he just looked at his coach, and his coach said enough.
Yep.
So he lets him go. Now it's 3-1. Now he's got to have that tying takedown. Don't want to drag Nutter. You've already been warned for stalling. Don't be late getting in. Oh, nice shot, low single leg there. But now can Kerry fight off that whizzer and bring up that single leg. Tries for the trip. There it is.
Wow.
This is big here. It's 3-3, but there's a lot of time left here. Almost 40 seconds. And Kerry chooses to let him go.
Wow.
4-3. He needs another takedown now to win it. And Nutter's backing out of bounds, and that's going to cost him. Now it's tied up. Now we're going to see. They're still going to be aggressive, though, Ken. I don't see either one of these guys stalling this out.
No, this is fantastic.
This is one of those they can kind of let you. Oh, nice try, but he's going to. Oh, don't try something crazy, though. Now is a nice drop under for a duck under. Now a nice try for the fireman's carry. Down to the last 5 seconds. He's in on a single leg, but Nutter still has the whizzer in. No.
No. I don't think so.
Yep. No takedown.
Yep.
Now we're going to go sudden victory.
Unbelievable match.
This is what we expected, though. They went at it really hard. Nice shot. It was a nice shot, but he got overextended there, Ken. Now can he fight back to good position? This is one of these. Oh, nice. He comes around. He's looking for a cradle. Near side cradle. He's got it. If he can lock it in and arch it over, he's got it locked in. There it is. Sorry, I got a little loud there, Ken.
That's okay.
6-4, sudden victory for Rowan Carey from Mineral Point. That was worth the price of admission right there, Ken.
Absolutely. I have goosebumps. That was some kind of a match. Tractor Central, located on Highway 14 between Westby and Viroqua. Now putting a whole new spin on mowing with many top-notch John Deere lawnmowers. Tractor Central and John Deere with fantastic offers on equipment and tremendous discounts going on right now. Stop in and talk to Don Wallace today. Give him a call, 608-634-3141. Todd Torkelson of the Torkelson Funeral Home and his team members wish all the best to the Eagles, Falcons, Cardinals, and all the area wrestlers at this year's tournament action. We're there when you need us. That's the Torkelson Funeral Home, supporting the communities of Cashton, Ontario, Sparta, Tomah, and Necedah. It's compassion, care, and respect during the time of the loss of a loved one. Be sure to head out to Old Country Cheese for your Munster cheese and other favorite selections. It's old world cheese processing at its very best. Kelly looks forward to seeing you. And after that, stop out at Triggers and Tackle outside of Cashton, your top-rated Matthews bowls and accessories. We'll see you there. 357 State Highway 27. Award-winning service from the best small technology company in the nation. It's Vernon Communications in Westby and Viroqua. For local high school sporting events, community coverage, be sure to check out Vernon Communications Channel 14. Superior technology to our local communities for over 60 years.
I get my power from my co-op so I can put my energy into my family.
So I can put my energy into waking up the neighborhood.
So I can put my energy into planting seed for a brighter future.
Touchstone Energy Cooperatives. Power to your community, for your community. So your energy can go into the things that matter most to you.
Like my passion.
Who powers you? Touchstone Energy Cooperatives, your source of power and information. Visit touchstoneenergy.com to find your local co-op.
Well, our thanks going out to Top Dogs Wrestling Club. I tell you what, that is Troy and Stetson Clary. Learn from those who have been there and done that. That is the Top Dog Wrestling Club here in Richland Center and, of course, Soldiers Grove. Our thanks also to the Shawan Company, Jim Shawan, reminding you of excavating needs. And, of course, the Marketplace, both in Gays Mills, great groceries, Cenex Gasoline. St. Joe's Equipment Incorporated since 1948. They've been supporting the area farmers and, of course, the agricultural area. Terrific job there. Stanek Dental, Dr. Erica Stanek with a great job in La Crosse there. 782-5675, affordable, reliable dental care. Well, let's take a look at this 126-pound weight class.
This is kind of one of our surprise entrants here. And
yeah.
Surprise entrance, and now he comes up and gets the first takedown, too.
My goodness.
Reed Sawyer is having a day here today.
He really is. He had defeated Carson Crow 14-9 in the quarterfinals, then defeated Gunnar Wolpat, who was a state qualifier last year. He's wrestling for third, and but he defeated him 4-1 in a great match, and now he's wrestling that terrific freshman that we've talked about so much in Hunter Stevens of Iowa Grand Highland.
And he gets the first takedown.
Out in front 2-0 here with Stevens coming in with a record of 48-2, and we take a look at Reed Sawyer, his record at 31-12. So right now, yes, it is a bit of a potential upset brewing, but Stevens will pick up the reverso to tie things up at 2 apiece.
Looking down on our,
I was going to say, if you want to do that third place.
Looking down on our third place match there, I see Brecken Minch from Fenimore. He takes on that Gunnar Wolpat that you just mentioned in a wrestleback match. They're still 0-0. I see there Minch last year was third place at a Division III 120. And like you say, Wolpat got there and at least wrestled at the state tournament last year.
So there's 2 state qualifiers that one of them is going to stay home.
Yes.
We're going to go to period number 2 in the flip of the disc, and it favors green, which is Sawyer, and he's going to defer. So Stevens will choose the down position to begin period number 2.
Still 0-0 down there in that third place match.
A good start here on the whistle. Sawyer trying to go from left side to the right side, trying to break down Stevens. Stevens with a tripod up, and he's able to get hand control, and he's away for 1. 3-2 your score. Both wrestlers facing each other now in the neutral position. Again, tremendous officials here as well, Kirk, as you mentioned earlier in the day. These guys are quality referees, and they are in the state tournament.
Yep.
or have been for a few times.
We got a good staff here, which usually it's hard. When you get to this level, these guys are in the upper level echelon of the WIAA fleet.
Yeah. Taking a look here, a single leg shot, trying to split the legs here is Sawyer of New Lisbon. Stevens up over the top with those ankles, Kirk, and that's trying to get that stalemate call.
That's spaghetti wrestling at its best there. I see Wolpat got a takedown out at the other end there, and now he's up 2-0 in that match with Brecken Minch from Fenimore for third place. 3-2, though, like you said, back in our championship match.
And both wrestlers stalking each other once again. Little sweep attempt here by Stevens, but I think it was more of a, hey, I can do this if I want to kind of a move.
Is this a case where Sawyer dropped down to this weight class, or is he just finally coming into his own here?
I think he is coming into his own, yes. There's a beautiful move there by Stevens. He explodes for the takedown and puts Reed Sawyer on his back. He's got the reverse half Nelson in now. Has some back points. He's looking for the fall. But Sawyer, I tell you what, you get hot at the right time. But here, Stevens is going to come up with the pin. A 3:49 pin time. 3:49 your pin time here for Stevens of Iowa Grand Highland. He will be your champion.
Nice fireman's carry and carried it all the way through and put him right on his back and then put him away.
Yeah, that was a good one.
2-0 still down there in our third place match. Wolpat looking for that return state trip, and so is Brecken Minch. And to avoid a wrestle back there, the Fenimore wrestler wants to win, so he has a shot at the second place. Otherwise, Wolpat will end up right where he settled.
Wolpat is trying to break him down. He does have him down to the flat on the mat. Pretty good position there.
Should be able to ride out this period anyway with 15 to go. Or watch that. You go ahead, Ken.
Well, I was just going to mention here, Southwest Technical College helping us out today. They want to remind you of $500,000 in scholarships for the 23-24 academic year. Boy, I tell you what, there's some money. Be sure to get in there and get your 2 cents in, right? Try and get some of that scholarship money from Southwest Technical College. And our thanks to the good friends at Sealand's Carpetland. That is Tim Sealand. I tell you what, there's a character. His comment, his motto is, if you walk on it, well, we sell it. That makes perfectly good sense. There's a nice lift and bringing back down to the mat bench with Wolpat.
I just looked a little closer at my program here, too. Minch was 3rd at 120 last year. Wolpat was 6th at 120. Same weight class last year.
Wow.
So that means they banged heads a lot last year, too, to get to the state tournament.
Thanks going out again to all those folks watching. We are just under 200 viewers right now, 200 devices, Kirk, watching on Twitch. I really do appreciate that so much. 3-0 your score here. We're going to get a warning on Wolpat.
Yep, he is blocking with the head. Do need to see action by both wrestlers there, but Wolpat's got to realize, you know, you're up 3-0 doesn't mean you can quit wrestling here.
Kirk, we'll let you take this. This is
again coming in trying to get that underhook is Brecken Minch. And again, though, Wolpat doing a fairly strong job, and I agree with the official. Now Wolpat decides, hey, it's better start wrestling again because now he gave up a point and a takedown can tie it. He's going to have to turn him back on offense. He's basically wrestled 2 strong periods. Now a nice strong single leg shot, but a good counter by Brecken Minch. And if he can get up on top of this leg ride, it's going to be a tied score. Still nothing there because he's crossed. But now when he comes up on top, if he hooks that arm, yes, 3-3. Now you need to, if you're Wolpat, stay a little bit conservative. Don't get caught in a tilt here or a turn. 25 seconds to go in this period, and we could have our second sudden victory here in the placement matches. I think that's, at this point, unless there's a stalemate and a restart, I think that's where we're headed.
Yeah, sure looks like it.
But then we're going to see if Wolpat can get his offense back started. Fenimore crowd chanting for a stalling call, but I wouldn't do that here now. There it is, overtime, sudden victory. Now it's going to be who's got the most left in the gas tank here.
Yes.
As we saw in that 120-pound championship match. A little bit more speed in that one than this one, though. Both gentlemen, you can say it's been a long day and a hard day because they had an extra match in there. But, another not very good. Oh, and he counters it. Gunnar Wolpat is going to take another trip to the state tournament, and Brecken Minch, the senior, is going to end his at least individual career here. He's still got the team state coming up, but that'll be an 8-3 final, and Gunnar Wolpat gives the Royal Waniwak Panther. I don't know what their nickname is now.
I don't know either, now that you say that.
Well, anyway, the Royal Waniwak combo, he's going to be going to the state tournament for him. There will be no wrestleback at 126.
Right.
St. Joseph Equipment has been a part of the agricultural industry since 1948. St. Joseph Equipment serves southwestern Wisconsin and southeast Minnesota with all of your agricultural equipment needs, from planting to harvest and everything in between. Contact the professionals from St. Joseph Equipment today. Best of luck to the area teams throughout the state tournament trail. The marketplace, when it comes to fresh produce and quality meat for the Gaze Mills and Soldiers Grove area. Quality products along with Sunix gasoline, your everyday grocery items located in Gaze Mills. And the Shawun Company. Jim invites you to attend the 10th annual Stump Dodger Bash coming up on July 1st through the 4th, 2023. It's a great time Call 608-735-4929.
Do you learn differently and struggle to learn new information? Do you lack confidence in your ability to learn at the college level? At Southwest Wisconsin Technical College, we believe in the abilities of every student. We know if you use our services, you will succeed. Southwest Tech has free support systems in place and people who are ready to help you reach your goals. At Southwest Tech, everyone belongs.
Top Dogs Wrestling Club. If you're looking for a proven winner in the wrestling world and want to learn from someone who has been there and done that, contact Stetson Clary. Get signed up for a great learning experience. Practices now in Richland Center and Soldiers Grove. We'll see you at the top of the podium.
Going out a couple more of those sponsors. Scenic Bluffs Community Health, established in 1994. A corporate office located in Cache, and you'll find them in Norwalk, Viroqua, and surrounding communities. Behavioral health, medical, dental, you name it. They're doing a great job in that area. And our thanks going out to Jody at Rockton. Tell you what, stop in there at Rockton. There's no place where you can get the most delicious lunch and evening specials. And, of course, from May to October, finger licking good chicken. And our thanks to the Riverbank, that Down Home Financial Help. Stop in Westby and say hi to Katie Helseth and talk to her. Or, let's see, it's Christensen. I'm trying to remember. I apologize. I want to say Kyle in Coon Valley. It's a Riverbank helping us out today. Well, let's go to 132 pounds. And this is going to be another wonderful matchup here. The championship side, it's going to be Rule of Mineral Point. He is taking on Ian Krapp of Fenimore. And Cade Rule, he's really been coming on strong here as well too, Kirk.
Yep, this is a rematch from last week. I believe these two wrestled in the championship last week. Rule, whoops, I hit the camera there, but at least they didn't move it. Okay, but Krapp was a place winner last year. Well, you're not going to believe where I tell you he placed at. 113 pounds. He was a fifth place finisher at the state tournament last year.
Wow.
But him and Rule have been going at it here in the last couple weeks. So it'll be interesting here as Krapp came up on top last week at your Super Regional. Still no score. Down at the far end in our third place match, we have Colin McKittrick. He's trying to make a return state trip. He placed sixth last year at 126 pounds, and he is taking on Trevor Paulson, a fine sophomore from Aquinas. It's 4-0 right down there right now, and that I believe is in favor of McKittrick.
Yeah, he was able to get a takedown, and he got a turn. A little bit of a tilt kind of a situation to pick up the two near fall. Back here in this championship match, again, as you mentioned, with Rule and Krapp. Krapp himself has just been wrestling super tough over the course of the last month and a half or better.
Another athlete for Fenimore. Wrestled most of his year up a weight class, and now he's down at 132, and he looks like a solid 132-pounder. But so is Cade Rule.
Yes. Well, and I had a chance to talk with head coach Chad Stout prior to that team sectional opening match against Pittsville, and he said that he felt like everybody was down to the weight that they needed to be. Everybody dropped at the same time, and basically it was, we're going to fire on all cylinders if at all possible here, and they seem to be right now.
Start the second period in both matches. 4-1 down there in our third place match in favor of McKittrick. 0-0 still here in the championship as you take it back, Ken.
Well, Rule trying to get out from underneath. Krapp doing a great job with the spiral and riding, following any kind of sit-out situation. Now sitting back up, but a nice little kind of duck under move on the mat by Ian Krapp, and he maintains control. Coming right back here, he jumps over to the left-hand side, trying to jam up that left arm of Rule. Rule now turns back to the inside. Krapp looks at a near side cradle. Take a look, grabbing the instep, of Crap's foot. That was Rule, and now Rule has a chance to get the 2, and he does. Boy, I tell you what, he just kept those hips low, Kirk, and kind of like a 747 taking off, he just kept that pressure right on him.
It was good job of low-level wrestling, and he used his leverage, too.
Very much. 2-0 to score with that reversal. Cade Rule on top.
I think Rule was just caught last year where he was in a spot on the Mineral Point team that there was just no hole for him to wrestle in.
It was they had a rock solid team. You're right.
Starting at 26 with Sullivan all the way up to 38 with Riley, runner up in state there.
Yeah, that's going to go out of bounds. We're going to get a warning stalling here on Rule as they go out of bounds. Thanks going out to Richland Grant Telephone Co-op, located, of course, in Blue River as they take care of business, and you're watching on their channel, I believe it's channel 14. We appreciate their wonderful support and all that they do in that Blue River area.
7-2 in our third place match down there, still in favor of McKittrick from Royal.
Thanks again to those folks watching on Twitch, just under 200 viewers right now, last time I looked. And that's just great news. We really thank all of you for coming on board. Hope you're enjoying today's sectional action here, Division 3. Also, our thanks to Ray's Gas and Goodies. Just as you drive into Cashton off from Highway 27, stop in and get that gasoline. Ray comes out. It's old school, folks. It really is. Ray will come out. You don't even have to get out of your vehicle. Just tell you how many gallons or how many dollars, and he'll help you out, can pay, and be on your way. Also, our thanks to Portland Implement. They are located out there on Highway 27, right before you get to the roundabout. When it comes to Kubota and Gale, all kinds of great agricultural products, stop in at Portland Implement today.
I know Cade Rule is a strong young man, but I don't think you want to get in an upper body wrestling position with any four-in-a-row athlete.
Yeah.
They break now. That's probably a better spot for him. He had a nice low. There was another duck under to a nice single leg, but a good counter by Crap.
Tell you,
now the advantage looks to be Crap.
It was. He just couldn't. Rule just couldn't get those hips to follow because Crap defended it so well.
Now it's a case of Crap just continues to cut the corner. He's almost there, but now it's Rule cutting the corner the other way. He's got that single leg locked in low now and sucking him under it. If he can step over that, and he's going to be in the position advantage right now. Got to get his head out now, come up top. Crap doing a nice job of locking in there. If he can hold Rule's head in there, but it's going to be very hard for him to hold it in there. And remember, he is behind 2-1, too.
Yep.
There it is.
Rule with the takedown. Jumps out 4-1 with 15 seconds to go, as you can see in that match, and he will look for the clock to run down, and he's going to go out as the champion.
Have a pin down the other end as Colin McKittrick works himself to the state tournament for the second time in 2 years.
McKittrick, with this, if this stands to hold here, there will be a wrestle back at 132.
Yep, he'll get to wrestle Ian Crap.
Yep,
and that's what it'll be.
Yep. Your champion is Cade Rule of Mineral Point. He picks up the win 4-2 over Ian Crap.
Ray's Gas and Goodies, wishing all the best to the area wrestlers as they make their way to the Coe Center. Stop in for that down-home service at Ray's Gas and Goodies. He will pump your gas for you each and every time. It's quality gasoline, quality service from Ray's Gas and Goodies in Cashton. The Riverbank, with branch offices located in Coon Valley and Westby to serve all of your banking needs. When looking for that down-home financial help, be sure to stop in and talk to your local Riverbank associate. Since 1991, serving the greater Cooley region, it's the Riverbank.
Sealand's Carpet Land, located in the heart of Coon Valley. When it comes to your flooring needs, no one is better than Sealand's Carpet Land. Luxury vinyl, tile, carpet, or hardwood floors. Contact the professionals from Coon Valley. Sealand's Carpet Land, 452-3129. If you walk on it, they sell it.
Scenic Bluffs Community Health Centers, with medical, dental, behavioral health, chiropractic, acupuncture, and pharmacy services. They support all of your healthcare needs under one roof. Scenic Bluffs offering a sliding fee scale program to make high quality care more affordable. Schedule an appointment today, 654-5100.
When it comes to dental care in the La Crosse area, be sure to contact the Gentle Dentist, Dr. Eric Stanek. For over 10 years, Dr. Stanek has been providing dental care for the entire family in a comfortable and inviting atmosphere. When it comes to affordable, reliable dental care, it's Dr. Eric Stanek, 1200 Main Street in La Crosse.
Thanks going out to a couple more of those sponsors. ProLine Printing, that's Chet Melcher. ProLine Printing offering free quotes for your business or personal needs, regardless of the size of your project in Viroqua. Thanks to Premier Co-op. Stop in at Premier Co-op. Ace Hardware in Westby. Don't forget, of course, also located here in Richland Center and a corporate office in Mount Horeb. We thank them for their terrific sponsorship of today's matchup. Well, Kirk, we're going to move to 138 pounds.
Yep, and we're going to see our number one wrestler in the state here, Lucas Sullivan from Mineral Point, having a fine senior year, taking on a wrestler who's very familiar to him, is Caden Linder from Iowa Grand Highland. The senior having a great year, too, being in this championship match and guaranteeing himself a trip to the state tournament. But he's got quite a feat here to wrestle with Lucas Sullivan, who has most of his losses are either to Rhett Koenig or at the Cheesehead in Kaukauna. Matter of fact, I think he lost to Grayson Clark up there in the semifinals, and Grayson, a multiple state champion, and a Division I ride going on to in the D1 college.
Is he Kaukauna. Is he going to Wyoming or Missouri or where?
I think Missouri is where he's headed to. And right away, Sullivan just coming out with the vengeance. Arm bars and taking Linder right to his back. He's got the back points, but is he going to get the fall here? Our other end there, we bring that in with Jesse Pinky from Aquinas. He's taking on another Fenimore senior, and that's Jaden Glassbrenner. Right now, that's 0-0,
that
right?
Could be quite a match.
Yes.
Yes. So you take a look at that. I'll keep an eye on that one. And you cover that championship match.
Good call there by the official. They come up and they got that arm trap. You got to be careful they don't slap them back to the mat without any protection. 4-0 in favor of Sullivan. 14 seconds.
Still no score in that Pinky Glassbrenner match, as mentioned.
There was a case there where Sullivan got too aggressive trying to go for that tilt. And I always wonder when young men feel they can sit on their butt and pull that guy over the top. Well, if you get against good athletes, they rotate their hips when you sit on your butt, and that cost him a reversal.
Well, and let that be a lesson. You know, no matter how good you are, and we know Sullivan is such a quality wrestler, you got to really stay focused on how to do the move right.
Wrestling is all about position and leverage.
Yep.
They're a nice job of position and leverage to get himself out there for an escape. 5-2 though, Lucas still pretty much in charge here, but Cade Linder showed him that, hey, I'm not going to roll over here.
Pinky has his choice in period number 2, and he says neutral. And so they'll go back up on their feet once again. Still no score. Nice little slide by from Pinky. Let's see if he can bring Glassbrenner down to the mat. And he does, but yet now there's the control. And Pinky will score the first points.
There, a nice triad of a Granby roll by Linder, but Sullivan doing a nice job of countering. He's starting to realize where he's at now, Lucas Sullivan. A little bit better lead, 7-2, but still going to stay in confident position here.
Well, our thanks again, Organic Valley, wholesome nutritional dairy products from the ingredients the way nature made it. Organic Valley since 1988, Lafarge and Cashton area. Also, our thanks to O'Reilly Auto Parts, Bill Klemick, as he takes care of Baker's dozen worth of O'Reilly Auto Parts stores. One of those right here in Richland Center. You'll find him in Prairie du Chien, up in Viroqua, and La Crosse, of course. He's a busy guy.
Sullivan again using a nice Turk. Got Linder over on his back again. Going to gain another 2 points. 9-2, he leads out that lead with 30 seconds to go here in the second period. Now as he works an armbar series. Pinky's another one down there. Got to be a little careful. He goes a little bit hard for that tilt. The last time he put himself right on his own back.
Yeah. He still has that 2-0 lead here with 30 seconds to go in period number 2. In control with that armbar.
Second period ends here in our championship match. Lucas Sullivan extends that lead to 9-2 during this period. It'll be Linder choosing down for the third period.
Well, thanks to the North Crawford Seneca Wrestling Club, I know that they did not get anybody beyond the quarterfinals here today. And, of course, Grimslid with the matchup that he had in those lighter weight classes. But thanks to the North Crawford Seneca Wrestling Club for their great support, and they continue on cheering the wrestlers. And don't forget, they've got that Friday night, gosh, what was that? I got the date here, March 10th. They have the after-school brawl. You got to get there with your young one, folks, because that is going to be a blast. They do a really neat job with it.
11-3 now is Linder got out, but then he tried to go for a headlock and missed it, so it was an easy takedown for Lucas Sullivan. Minute 15 to go in the period. They go out of bounds. Minute 13 to go. You're in the third period down there too, right, Ken?
Yes, and still 2-0 score here as Pinky is in the down position. And it's interesting because Glassbrenner must have chose top. Because it was Pinky had his choice, and he chose neutral in that second period. So, yeah, looking to get those legs in. He does have the leg in. Let's see if he can get that turn. That seems to be where he's the strongest, he felt.
Give you a heads up, our next mount will bring in our third place. We'll bring up Garrett Vatlin from Westby as they try to get their second athlete to the state tournament. Lucas Sullivan now winding down the last 30 seconds of this period. Still that 11-3 lead and in commanding control, working trying to work a crossface Turk to get Linder over one more time. You're tied up down there, right, Ken?
It's yeah. Well, okay. So it was 2-0. So they just finally put the points on the board. I didn't see the turn. Glassbrenner knotted up with 12 seconds to go here. So now, Kirk, he's got to control this match.
Are you calling for stalling?
I totally missed it.
Sullivan wins 13-3.
Pinky tried to get up and out. He winds up bailing out, going back to his stomach, and we're going to go into OT.
Sudden victory.
Back up on their feet. Pinky did pick up a takedown in period number 2, but they both wrestled to a draw in that first period, though. Neither one could get the advantage. In on the attack, Pinky's got a single leg. Can he get him down to the mat? And there it is. Pinky will pick up the victory, 4-2 in overtime.
There won't be a wrestle
There
back.
will not be, right. No wrestle back at 138 pounds. We're going to take a very...
O'Reilly Auto Parts Store, located on the north side of Viroqua. Be sure to call them at 637-2645. Free starter and alternator testing, battery testing, wiper blade, and bulb installation, along with oil, fluid, and battery recycling. All of this compliments of O'Reilly Auto Parts in Viroqua. Portland Implement. When it comes to work or play, be sure to check out the many ATVs and utility vehicles that Portland Implement has to offer. Located on Highway 27, just outside of Cashton. Portland Implement, with the equipment for your needs, no matter what the size. Contact the experts, 608-654-5575. Premier Co-op, serving members since 1893. Your corporate office located in Mount Horeb. Other sites include Cashton, Lafarge, Richland Center, Viroqua, Eastman, and Westby. Best of luck to all the area teams throughout the season, and they wish all of you a happy and prosperous new year.
Let us visit you, discuss your project, and we will provide the best professional recommendations using your knowledge and expertise. Contact us by calling or clicking here to visit our website. Did you know that Proline Printing and Sign does wide format printing? Our services include signs, banners, and any advertisement with a wide format need. Call today.